Hey, I'm Amy Pinnell with the Community Development Office for the town of Braselton, and we are here doing another Buy Local Braselton video series from our toolbox. And I've got Alex Malone with us today, and you're with Pioneer Digital Marketing. So we've talked a lot about what your website should look like, and kind of really great resources on how to do it yourself or get a reference, a company to do that for you, what it should look like, what it should contain, some of the overcoming some of the challenges that you might have. But let's talk a little bit about those tools, those insights. What's that information kind of behind the scenes that we can gather from our visitors to our website?
Great question. Google will give you 3 free tools. Listen to these, set them up. Once you've built your website, these 3 tools are super important. Number 1, Google Analytics. Write it down on a piece of paper, even if you don't know what it is, and put a little checkbox next to it for it to do. Google Search Console and Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business. Those are your 3 tools that you must have as a business owner that has a website. Why is that?
Yeah.
Let's start with Google My Business or Google Business Profile. All you got to do is go to Google Business Profile, look it up. You can Google it, you can whatever search engine you use, you can look it up. Just go in, put your business information in, and fill out all the prompts to create one of these profiles. And all it does is it tells Google all the relevant information the customer is going to need, whether that's the time your businesses are open, you can get reviews on there, you can get the location in which it's at, and then that'll also help you rank on Google Maps when you have a customer looking to come find your store.
Isn't that funny? Because I think that we do that all the time, right? And I wonder if some of our businesses don't realize that they can do that themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're doing that for other businesses, but are we doing that for ourselves?
Yeah.
Very easy.
Exactly. And one of the most important things when you set up a Google Business Profile is to start getting reviews. The more reviews that you get, the more you're going to be shown on Google, especially if you have competitors. So if you're a local chiropractor, or you have a haircut shop, or you're a dentist and you have a Google Business Profile and your competitor has 120 reviews and you only have 3, that competitor is going to come up on top. However, if you can start getting more reviews and ranking among them with with good reviews, 5-star reviews, Google will start comparing you to your competitors, and you're going to start taking away some of their traffic, which eventually could convert into customers that you're taking from your competitors.
Absolutely,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
So Google Business Profile, set it up. That should be your priority. Get off this video today and go figure it out. It's really easy. Google makes it easy. The 2 other ones that you need to set up, Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Google Analytics is one of my favorite tools ever. Just like everything else, Google it, sign into a Google account. If you don't have one, create one, and then it will walk you through step by step how to connect that to the builder that you built your website on.
Okay.
And it just follows step by step. And again, if you have questions or you're stumped, just Google it, YouTube it, and they'll show you. There's a video out there somewhere that somebody's had the same problem. You're not the first one. Google Analytics will give you as much information about your customer as you want, where they're located, how long they spend on your site, if they've come back to your site, when they're on your site, what funnel do they go through, what pages do they click on, what buttons do they click on to come to that call to action. Even if you don't care about this information, it's important to start collecting the data. That way in the future, if you decide to use this information, you'll have years and years of information about your customer that a marketing agency could use, or that your marketing team could use to help you create and make business decisions based off of who your customer is. Really important to have.
Right.
Free tool from Google. And then last but not least is Google Search Console. That's an SEO tool, which we've talked about before. Just helps us.
What does that SEO mean again? Tell me.
SEO, search engine optimization,
Okay.
helping you come up on search engines higher. That's all. That's what SEO is. And the number one way to do that is by using Google Search Console. It'll tell you the keywords that people are typing in to find your business. It'll tell you as much information you want about your customer in terms of SEO. I highly, highly recommend using that and downloading it to your website, or making that connection to your website as soon as possible. Again, if you're not planning on using, or you don't care about this information, go add it to your website anyway, because that data will be valuable to you in the future.
I think you're so on target there, because that may seem very overwhelming, but when things get going and you do have that time to really start researching, it'll be there, and you will be happy that you did that.
Yeah,
right?
trust me, you
Yeah.
will thank yourself. I've had so many clients in the past that I'll say, "Hey, do you have Google Analytics? You've been around for 5 years." And they're like, "No, what is that?" I'm like, "You've wasted 5 years of data about your customer that could help us as your marketing agency
Right.
make some really cool content, know more about your customer so we can market to them way better."
Right.
It's all about knowing who your customer is.
And you said all this is free.
All of it's
right?
free. Costs
Yeah.
$0. The website builders will be a little bit, and purchasing a domain name, which is just your URL, www.whatever.com or .org or .co, whatever you choose. That might cost a little bit of money, but you can find it for anywhere from $20 to $30 a month.
Okay. All right. That's a good investment.
It must.
Really.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
Must.
Yeah. You really do. So we've talked a lot about all these Google products. Do I need a Gmail account to do this?
That's such a good question, and I want to make sure that that is mentioned. You do need a Gmail account to have all of these accounts. Your Google Business Profile, Google Search Console, and Google Analytics.
And if you already have a Gmail account, then you're good to go.
Right.
You don't really need to do anything else.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yep, good information.
Alex, I really appreciate you being here with us again and giving all this good information.
I love it, Amy. Thank you for having me. This is so fun. And if anybody has questions out there, feel free to reach out to Brazelton, and she can connect you with me or vice versa. I'm looking to help people.
That's great. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Good seeing you.
You too. Thanks.